just left London. We're on our way to Greece, 30 tons of aid for Syrian refugees. We're going to be going through 7 countries: France, Belgium, Germany, Austria, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, and then Greece.
When we come out at Calais, driving on the right.
Again, following Dunkirk, Lille.
We've just come in through the Belgian border and we're heading for Liège.
It's been a long day. We're entering Germany and we're just gonna call it a night. We're in Germany this morning. We're leaving Aachen. Today we're going to be driving towards Munich.
Okay, everybody, we're just coming past Frankfurt Airport.
What we've done together here is a fantastic effort between 3 parties really: RAF, Muntada Aid and Hope and Aid Direct.
What is your involvement in this trip?
Well, currently I've taken over from you in the driving duties to give you a rest, but I'm documenting this journey.
Okay, it's very good to have arrived. It's been a long, hot drive down here, and we know that the big rig is here, so we're going to meet up with the other guys and see if we can park.
We've just left Bayerischerwald and we're now heading towards Linz in Austria.
We've had a blowout on one of the tyres. It's on the big rig, and it's quite a serious issue.
Wow, I saw it go. It's like a big blast.
The next is tyre service.
There was a very kind company who changed it for our spare, and we now are obviously on the lookout for a new tyre.
Listen up, everybody, we're approaching the Hungarian border fairly soon.
I was on Facebook taking a picture of the blowout to kind of update everybody. I had a message from my friend Leos, who's Hungarian. He said, listen, if there's anything you need when you're in Hungary, give me a shout. So amazingly, he's on the case to get us a spare tyre now.
The tyre seems to be the wrong size, and it's not new, but we need to go for a new tyre something.
After the blowout yesterday, the other guys have gone ahead of us. We've got the tyre and the wheel in the back of our boot. We are now going off to get a replacement tyre, and then we're going to have to drive really fast to catch them up. They are now entering Romania as we speak.
We've been stuck on the border for about 4 hours in a queue of lorries waiting to go through. So the big rig came over the radio to say that they were being turned around and being asked to go to another border, and eventually we were allowed to proceed. We're driving through a valley. We've got mountains on either side. It's a single lane road, so we've got traffic coming both ways.
Is that you up ahead, over?
We're back in touch, are we? Go.
This is the Danube river, of course, and this is the road bridge across to Serbia.
Okay, everybody, just to emphasise, important that we now try and keep the pace going. We've got to get to the border and push through there, and important really that we get the vital aid that we've got, and the food especially, to the refugees that are down there. They need what we've got.
Just starting our journey to Bulgaria this morning. We've got a long, full day's drive. Hopefully we will get to Thessaloniki at 10 o'clock tonight.
This Romanian-Bulgarian border, last time we came through, it was pretty straightforward. Still, it would be sensible maybe to put your camera away as we approach the actual border check.
We just come from Romania. We just come over the border into Bulgaria. But Charles has been a great taskmaster. He's been, it's my first trip, so I need to take as much advice as I can from him.
Well, we've just pulled off the road, and unfortunately it's a little bit more of a slope than Tony's expecting, so we're on a bit of a lean. Started up in and around London here, we've come across Dover, Calais, then we've come up towards Bruges, down to Brussels, Liège, Aachen and Cologne, down towards Frankfurt, Würzburg, Nuremberg, Regensburg, Passau into Austria, Linz, Vienna, across to Bratislava and into Budapest, down here towards Szeged, which is the southern end of Bulgaria, the northern end of Serbia, but at that point we've turned east to Arad in Romania, down through Timișoara, down to Turno-Severin, across now into Bulgaria. We're down here now near Montana in Bulgaria, but we're going to be coming down past Sofia and then into eventually Greece and ending up down in Thessalonica.
Finally made it, guys. We're 1 kilometre, I think, probably less than that from Greece. We're slowing down in the traffic to the border, and I, for one, am going to be really pleased to be getting down there and getting on with what we really came to do.
It's 10:15 on Thursday. We left the UK on Sunday, so we've been driving for the past 5 days. We're now here in Thessaloniki and really looking forward tomorrow going to the refugee camp and starting our work, unloading all the aid that we brought with us and giving them the aid that they need. Stay in Thessaloniki. We're on our way to the warehouse to unload all the supplies that we brought from England. We should be there in a few minutes.
Here we are. We've arrived.
Well, we're unloading shoes because there's a desperate need for shoes in the camps. We're still sorting the sizes of the shoe and the different types of shoes, and then they'll be loaded back into the van because they need to be distributed today in the camps.
Robbie, the warehouse manager, received a call that from a refugee camp asking him for some emergency supplies. We just arrived at Petros Olympus refugee camp. The scenery here is very beautiful. It's on the slopes of Mount Olympus. Apparently this was a former mental asylum. This camp contains 1,200 refugees, mainly Yazidis who fled from Iraq. There are hundreds of tents. There are a few toilets for hundreds of people. Lots of children just wandering around. They're happy, they're playing. But when I asked them how they got here and asked them about their stories, it's very difficult.
I'm ready.
No good, no food good, no good. This camp.
They don't know what will happen to them. They're just waiting here for their papers, and they want to go on. Some of them say they want to go to Germany. Others say we don't know where we will go. We're just waiting for a safe place to go. We're on our way to Softex refugee camp to interview some refugees and get some case studies. We're not allowed to take the cameras into the camp, so we're going to turn the cameras off just before we get into the camp. how long has she been here so far?
كم يوم صار لك بهذا الكامب؟
هون صار يصير لي شهرين ويدوميني
2 months now. She's suffering from her kids and the situation, the dirty place, the fightings all the time.
Currently living in Softex with your wife. Can you tell us about your wife? I believe she's pregnant?
Yeah.
When is the baby due?
3-4 days will come.
Really?
Yeah.
So your wife will have the baby here in the camp? Where will you live?
I wish it's not, but that's the truth.
Did the authorities tell you what's going to happen? They must find emergency accommodation for you?
They do nothing. I told all the UNHCR, the Army, the Red Cross, all guys, Solidarity Now, Praxis, Arses, no one care. The only thing they told me, there's too many cases like you, and we put you in the list. You have to wait. But I don't have time to wait.
We've just come out of Softex refugee camp. This is the largest refugee camp in Thessaloniki, or around Thessaloniki. I believe it has 1,200 refugees living in the camp. The conditions in this camp are by far the worst out of the 3 refugee camps we've visited. There's a lot of problems in the camp. There's some drug problem. There's some violence and a lot of aggression amongst the adults. There's a lot of tension. The conditions are very bad.
We've got a team of people working on bagging stuff up, 85 bags that will be pretty much the same.
We're going to Sanatex refugee camp, which I think is about 30 miles away. We are carrying pre-packed aid for the families there. We think there are about 75 families, and I think we've got 85 pre-packed, so there should be enough to go around.
In Syria, Kurdish.
You're Kurdish Syrian. How long here in this camp?
Here, 250.
2.5 months.
Yes.
Okay. And you say you have your wife. You have your wife.
Wife is baby is 7, 8.
8 months.
Yes.
His son has got epilepsy.
How old is your son?
3.5.
It's very small. How many children do you have?
كم أولاد عندك?
أنا ذاتاً توأم صبي وبنت الصبي.
They're twins, boy and girl, but it's
أجوا على 7
suffering.
أشهر هذول الصبي يعني.
And they were born 2 months premature. They were getting born. The boy had lack of oxygen, so it affected his brain. And he's got like X-rays and all the paperwork. And when they went to the UN, they told him you need to go to an official camp so that then we can pass you on to a flat. But it was all empty words and lies.
أنا صراحة من هون لأسبوع إذا ما صار ردوا لي خبر ما صار شيء بدي أضطر أطلع تهريب يا بالطيارة يا مشي. أنا يعني خاطرت بالبحر جينا على الموت كرمال انه شو اعالج ابني يعني انه كرمال اني اعالجه.
If it doesn't get sorted out within a week, he wants to leave either go through the smuggling route either on foot or by plane, because they came through all this death journey over the sea to get treatment for the boy.
إذا ما ردوا لي خبر بدي أطلع بأي وسيلة بدي أطلع أنا التهريب مضطر.
He wants to go.